Once there was a man who went to Gautam Buddha to ask for help. He wanted to know how to control his emotions. He was struggling with anger and frustration, and he wanted to learn how to stay calm. Buddha smiled and asked him to sit down. Then he said, "I will tell you a story. Once there was a king who ruled a rich and peaceful country. One day, he decided to visit a nearby kingdom. He had heard that the king of that land was known for being wise. When he got there, the other king welcomed him warmly. He even held a big feast to honor his guest. While eating, the visiting king saw a fly in his soup. He got upset and told his servant to bring him a new bowl. The wise king saw this and said, "Please don't be angry, Your Majesty. It's just a little fly. It doesn't really matter." But the visiting king replied, "I can't accept things like this. Even a small fly can ruin my mood." The wise king smiled and said, "It's not the fly that made you angry. It's how you reacted. You can control your emotions. Don't let your emotions control you." The king understood the wisdom in those words. He went back to his kingdom and started practicing staying calm. From then on, he tried not to react to small things that used to upset him. He found that he could stay calm in tough situations and make better decisions. This story teaches us something important. We often react quickly without thinking, and that can lead to bad results. Getting angry or upset can hurt our relationships and make it hard to think clearly. But learning not to react doesn't mean we should hide our feelings. Feelings are normal and human. We just need to take time to understand them and respond wisely. In another part of the world, there was a young man named Michael. He was very emotional. He often said hurtful things when he got upset, and that caused fights and made people sad. One day, Michael decided to take control of his emotions. He knew his quick reactions were causing problems. He wanted to change. He started doing mindfulness and meditation. These helped him become more aware of what he was feeling and thinking. He also practiced the skill of not reacting right away. When something made him angry, he would stop, take a few deep breaths, and think before saying anything. At first, it was hard for Michael. He still got angry and upset sometimes, but he didn't react right away. He kept practicing. After a while, it got easier to stay calm. He also noticed that people liked being around him more. He wasn't getting into fights anymore. He spoke more kindly and clearly. His friendships got stronger. One day, a friend came to Michael and asked for help. He was having a hard time and feeling really upset. Michael listened and gave kind, comforting advice. His friend thanked him and said, "You always say the right thing. You never get mad or upset." Michael smiled and said, "It's not that I don't feel upset. I've just learned to control my emotions instead of letting them control me. It's helped me a lot." His friend was impressed and asked how Michael learned to do that. Michael shared how mindfulness and not reacting helped him, and he encouraged his friend to try it too. Over time, Michael became known for being calm and wise. He could handle hard situations without losing control. People respected him for his strength and kindness. He kept practicing mindfulness and staying calm, and it made him feel peaceful and happy. Not reacting is a powerful skill. It takes practice, but it's worth it. It can help us build better relationships, make good decisions, and live a better life. The story of the king and Michael shows us that we can control our emotions. We might not control what happens, but we can always choose how we respond. By practicing mindfulness and learning not to react, we can live in a better way. Anger will stay with us if we keep holding on to hurt in our minds. But if we let go of those thoughts, the anger goes away too. The person who can stop anger from rising is strong, like a driver who controls a fast-moving chariot. Most people just hold the reins. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and hoping someone else gets hurt. The one who controls himself is stronger than someone who wins 1,000 battles. Don't let your reactions lead you. Let your actions lead you. Peace comes from inside. Don't look for it outside. When we get angry in a disagreement, we stop looking for truth. We start trying to protect our own ego. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. You won't be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger. The cause of pain is attachment. If you want others to be happy, be kind. If you want to be happy, be kind. Letting go brings freedom. If you hold on to anger, worry, or stuff, you can't be free. One kind word is better than 1,000 empty ones. Everything we are comes from what we think. Reacting is fast. Responding is wise. Use reason, not emotion. In the end, 3 things matter: how much you loved, how kindly you lived, and how peacefully you let go. The one who sees all life as one can love all beings and stay fair. Happiness doesn't decrease by being shared. We become what we think. Don't live in the past or dream only of the future. Focus your mind on now. 3 things can't stay hidden for long: the sun, the moon, and the truth. To find true happiness, let go of attachments to things and people. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. It's our own mind, not others, that pulls us into trouble. An idea that's used is better than one that stays in your head. There's no fire like desire, no monster like hate, no trap like foolishness, no flood like greed. What we think shapes our world. If you want to fly, drop what weighs you down. If you want to change the world, change yourself first. Happiness is not given. It comes from what you do. The problem is, we think we have more time than we do. The mind is like water. When it's rough, it's hard to see. When it's calm, everything is clear. A sharp word can cut like a knife without blood. Don't just follow the wise. Look for what they were searching for. Purity or dirtiness comes from within. No one can clean you but yourself. Let's be thankful. If we didn't learn much today, maybe we learned a little. If not that, at least we didn't get sick. If we did get sick, at least we didn't die. So let's be thankful. The only real failure is not living true to what you know is right. The past is gone. The future isn't here yet. The only time to live is now. Being lazy is a fast road to death. Being active is the path of life. Lazy people waste time. Wise people make use of it. Hate doesn't stop hate. Only love can do that. That's the timeless truth. Whatever you keep thinking about, that becomes your habit. Don't live in the past. Don't dream too much of the future. Keep your mind on the present. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Don't look for answers in others. Look within yourself. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. You'll know when it's right. Real greatness is not in never falling. It's in rising every time you fall. No one can save us. We must walk the path ourselves.